The continuation of Quantum Leap premieres September 19th, Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Here's a story from TVLine.com. Quantum Leap boss on choosing to do a continuation instead of a full reboot. It would be crazy to cast a new Sam, which is exactly right. That's this the way you do it. Plus, also in a show like this, it would make more sense to not just, oh, it's a Sam Beckett here, folks. Like, that would be stupid. But anyway, NBC's new take on Quantum Leap premiering this Monday at 10/9 Central. We'll see Ben Song, played by Kevin Can Fuck Himself's Raymond Lee, jumping through time and space while helping those in need. Even though a new crop of characters anchors the story, except for Herbert Magic Williams, Ernie Hudson, who appeared in the OG series in the Season 3 episode Leap Home Part 2, Vietnam. The show is a continuation rather than a full reboot. For showrunner Martin Gero, the decision to add to the story instead of redoing everything was a no-brainer. Everything felt like the original show was so iconic it would be crazy to cast a new Sam and a new Al, originally played by the late Dean Stockwell. It would be crazy. And just start again. We would never be able to recapture the magic of those two characters, so to be able to do something totally new but in the same space, creating as a sequel more than a reboot, that just made sense to the entire creative team. It's exactly the way you do it. You know, man. Loud ass car outside. But anyway, the show centered around Ben, whose unexplained jumps into Quantum Leap accelerator mirrors those of his predecessor Sam Beckett, played by Scott Bakula. Now Ben faces a similar dilemma as Sam. They've been showing a lot of the previews during, like, say, football or what have you, and it looks pretty interesting. I like the original Quantum Leap. It's really interesting because you get to see him in, like, all these different scenarios and stuff, and basically what I like about it, it just seems like it's focused more on just, here's, and I understand some people might not like this, but it's almost like it's the case of the week kind of thing, where it's like, here's what he's got to do this time, and it just puts him in really interesting situations. They could have done it with a woman, and that would have been cool too. I mean, because it's a continuation. It's not a reboot. It's not, oh, we're gonna try to shit on the original or anything like that. It seems like it was very respectfully made. There is a part here that they talk about, basically they're talking about the story and everything. Ben's unexpected leave leaves the rest of the team scrambling to figure out why, yada yada yada. The problem is, and it's not a real problem. It's just more for me, but they've got like a big romance. Another major change was centering the series around a romance instead of a friendship. It's not a huge deal. It's just, and the only reason that gives me pause at all is the fact that I'm really hoping that they don't do the whole kind of, they're getting together. Oh, then we gotta pull them apart with some manufactured BS or whatever, and then they can get back together, but then something's gonna happen and they're gonna get split up and all that kind of stuff. Because it seems like that's what they love to do with these kind of romance stuff. It's more about they just keep teasing them getting together, but something keeps popping up. Oh, she falls in love with this other guy, or oh, he's in love with somebody, and the timing's just never right, and that kind of stuff. And that kind of stuff. Me personally, I'm not a fan of that. But anyway, I'm interested in the show. I won't be reviewing it or anything of that nature. Oops, better pause that. Here's some Pluto TV. I would recommend Pluto TV for people who haven't checked it out before. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I'm interested in the show. Like I said, I won't do a review of it, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty good. They've been showing a lot of previews during football. It looks good. I'll link this in the description box if you want to read the whole thing, or you can just check it out for yourself, or whatever. I think the show will be good. Hoping so. Fingers crossed. We'll see. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.